Hi my loves, welcome back to the channel. It's your favorite girl Favor here. If today is your first time of coming across my YouTube channel, thank you so much for stopping by. On this YouTube channel, we learn how to turn void materials into a beautiful piece. So today we're going to be learning how to cut an off-shoulder bustier. If this sounds like something you're interested in, let's head to the tutorial. Hey my love, so today's tutorial is sponsored by Naomi's Fabrics. Naomi's Fabrics is located in Nyanya Market, Abuja, Nigeria, and they sell all kinds of fabric. So if you're looking for where to get the quality fabric at an affordable price, Naomi Fabric is definitely your best place to go to. And mind you, they deliver anywhere you are in the world, all right? So we're going to be cutting on our lining first, and to know the amount of fabric to fold, you're going to divide your biggest round body measurement by 4, your biggest body measurement by 4, and then add extra 5 inches allowance. So let's say my biggest body measurement is the hip, and then her hip divided into 4 will give me 11, and I went ahead to add extra 5 inches allowance. This is so you do not waste fabric. I really do hope you understand this. Now we'll go ahead and get our basic bodies. Remember that the standard of off-shoulder cutting is 6 inches, but for me, I'll be making use of 7 inches. All right. So depending on where you want your off-shoulder to start from, you take it out. So for me, I'll be making use of 7 inches. So minusing my 7 inches, I'll mark my breast point, I'll mark my under bust measurement, and then I will mark my tummy cut, that is my waistline, and then I'm going to mark my full length of 25 inches. All right, so the next thing we are going to do right now is that I will go ahead and connect all the lines together. So after connecting the lines, we'll go ahead and label it out. All right, so we'll go ahead and get our center front now. In getting our center front, we're going to divide our bust span into 2. That is our nipple to nipple into 2. So at this our chest line, if your nipple to nipple into 2 is 4 inches, you will mark 3.5. So for me, the nipple to nipple I'm working with is 9 inches. 9 into 2 will give us 4.5. So at that point, that is the chest line, I marked 4 inches. And when I got this, my breast point, I marked the original nipple to nipple measurement, which is 4.5. Now getting to this our under bust, we will now mark 4 inches. Now with that 4 inches, we are going to go ahead and take it to the full length of our blouse, just like this. I hope we understand. So when I was making this blouse, I made use of 1.5 yards of fabrics. All right, so take note. So with that being said, the next thing we're going to do is to go ahead and connect the line. So pay attention to how I'll connect this line. Now from our chest line here, we'll go ahead and connect it to this point like this, and then from our chest line, from our breast point, we'll now connect it to the under bust measurement like this. So my loves, please do not forget, when you get to your chest line, take away 1/2 inch from your original bust span. When you get to your breast point, you maintain it. When you get to your under bust, you take away 1/2 inch and take it to the full length. All right, so I will go ahead and cut. So when you cut out yours, this is what you're expected to have. Can you see the shape? This is what you are expected to have. Now we are going to pick up the remaining fabric where we'll cut our center front, pick up our center front and flip it to the side like this. Did you see what I did? When you pick up your center front, you turn it like this. Did you see your center front here? You flip it. From this point, will now be facing you like this. Did you see what I did? Exactly like this. Just do this and you are good to go. So after placing our center front, we'll go ahead and get our basic body. So please pay attention. So now in placing your basic bodies, if your bust span is 4 inches, you use 3.5. Remember the bust span I'm working with is 4.5, but you notice that in minusing, I minused 4 inches. So the remaining 1/2 inch that I did not minus is what we're going to use to join our pieces together. Okay, so I minus 4 inches instead of 4.5 inches. Please, I hope you understand. When you do that, impute your basic bodies, and please place your tape exactly how I placed mine, and you're good to go. Now when I get to my blouse length, I'm going to be using my hip measurement because this blouse is going to sit on top of my hip properly. So I'll mark my hip measurement, which is 11, and add my 2 inches seaming allowance. All right, so please remember to minus your tape and place your tape exactly how I placed mine. Now I want mine to have a bit of curve. I don't want it to be straight. That is the essence. And then I went ahead to connect and then cut out. So please pay attention to how I'm cutting this side. Can you see it? My loves, just pay attention to what I'm doing and you're good to go. And remember, when you get to your underbust, please do not forget to give it a notch so that you will know where your underbust is going to be starting from. All right, so when you finish cutting, this is what you are expected to have, just like this. All right, so go ahead now and mark for our back pattern. So I've gone ahead to take away the zipper allowance. So I will still minus our 7 inches. I will mark my breast point now, which is 11.5, and then I will mark my waistline. Remember, the back pattern does not require the under bust measurements. Please take note. And then I will mark our full length just like this, and then I'll go ahead and connect it. Okay, the next thing we are going to do right now is to get our dart intake for the back. So for the back dart intake, we are now going to maintain our nipple to nipple into 4. So after that, you go ahead and connect. So for me, I want the back to have a bit of a low effect more than the front. So I will come down here by 1 inch and then just connect it to this point. All right, now the next thing we're going to do is to get our dart intake. So at this my waistline, I'll come out by 1/2 inch and then come in by 1/2 inch, and then I will use my ruler and connect it just like this. Can you see what I'm doing? Please go ahead and achieve yours following the direction of what I am doing. Okay, so after connecting it, the next thing we're going to do right now is to go ahead and get our basic bodies. Okay, so I will go ahead and mark my brand bust divided by 4. I will mark it here, which is 11 inches. I will mark it here. I will add my 2 inches seaming allowance here, coming down to my waistline. Remember, the breast point and the chest line is the same thing, so all I did was to connect it down. Now coming to my waist measurement, I will put my waist measurement, replace the dart intake. Please remember that I'm taking this basic bodies from our zipper allowance. Replace the dart intake of 1 inch, add your 2 inches sewing allowance. Please do not forget to do that. Coming down to the full length, I will use my hip measurement, add the hip measurement, and then I will add my seaming allowance just like this. Now the next thing we are going to do is to still come up by 1.5 inch to avoid the blouse being straight, and then I'll go ahead and connect it into the center like this and connect the remaining lines. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do right now is to eliminate zip bulginess, and to eliminate that, from this our chest line, you come out by 2 inches. At the waistline, you come out by 1 inches. At the full length of your blouse, you come out by 2 inches, making it 2 1 2. Please do not forget, this is to eliminate zip bulginess. After that, we'll go ahead and connect the lines like this. After connecting it, we'll go ahead and cut through. Please connect yours like this and then just follow exactly what I'm doing and you're good to go. All right, so my loves, after cutting, this is what our back looks like. So the next thing we're going to do is to cut on our fabric. So I've gone ahead to use our lining to cut on our main fabric, and I as well ironed and interfacing to it. So the only difference is that, remember, when we're cutting on our lining, we did not add any sewing allowance at the full length, so I added that full length to our main fabric. All right, don't worry, in the course of this tutorial you will understand why I did that. Now we're going to go ahead and join our pieces together. So we're going to pick our center front and one of our side fronts. So this is the wording I have added to our bustier area. So if you do not know how to add a wording to your bustier, I have a detailed tutorial on the channel and I'll be leaving that on the description box below. Please do well to check out the tutorial. So the next thing we're going to do is to pick up our center front like this, all right? And then we're going to use it to join at the center side front like this. Okay, so pick up your center front and make sure that it's starting at your underbust, like the underbust measurements are together just like this. All right, and then you will go ahead and use 1/2 inch and close it up. Okay, so I will go ahead and do this. So this one, please make sure that your underbust measurements are starting together. sew to the full length and then do the same thing for the other one. So I will go ahead and do it and bring it back. Please remember to use 1/2 inch to close up, okay? So my loves, I've gone ahead to join it, and this is what we have. So this is what you are expected to have at your own end. And when I turn it in like this, you can see even without ironing it, you can see how it's standing. Please take note, that does not mean you shouldn't iron it out, but the essence of this type of bustier, it stands on its own, okay? And I did the same thing for the lining as well. So please remember, whatever you do for the lining, you do the same thing for the fabric. Whatever you do for the fabric, you do the same thing for the lining. Now the next thing we're going to go ahead is to iron it out. So when ironing, you make sure you open up the seams and iron it out, okay? Please take note. So my loves, I've gone ahead to iron it out, and this is what we have. So this is the seams all opened out, okay? And this is what you have on the outside. It's very important for you to always iron. Now you can see that this type of bustier stands very well. So the next thing we're going to do is to pick up our lining. Also remember to iron your lining as well, okay? So we're going to place it front sides facing each other, the front of your lining and the front of your fabric facing each other. So the thing we're going to do right now is work on the strap. So I have a strap of 4 inches wide and then 23.4 inches in length, just like this. Now this is what is going to be serving as our sleeve. Now we're going to go ahead and fold it together. You know the way we run a bed stitch, we're going to fold it together, run a stitch to this point, and then close up this point. So my loves, I've gone ahead to close it up. I closed it, turned it to the right side, and then ironed it out. So the belt is on 2 inches on fold. Can you see it? Now the length, remember the length we worked with was length 23.5 inches. So this is where we are going to be attaching, and this place is going to be outside. So please take note of that, all right? Now what we're going to do is to pick up our blouse, okay? Before closing it up with the lining. From our chest point here, will come out. See what I did? Come out by 1.5 inches, or you can come out by 2 inches, depending on where you want your own strap to start from. Pick up our strap. Remember that other mouth that we did not close up is where we are going to be stitching on top of our blouse. Did you see the way I placed it? Make sure you're placing it this way. Can you see? Place it inside and then pin it down. Just do exactly like this. Let me repeat the same thing. Pick up your strap and place it in between. Remember to come out by 2 inches or 1.5 inches. That is where you're going to place it, and place it inside of your blouse like this, okay? Now pick up your lining and then place it right side facing each other. Remember, after placing in your strap, please pin down. You run a stitch on top of it like this first of all. Now before closing up the side seams, you want to make sure after running a stitch here, you pull it down to the full length of your blouse like this. Now at this point, remember that your lining is shorter than the main fabric, so sew the upper part first, then come down and sew the lower part, and then you can now sew the side seam. But remember, when sewing the last seam, at least leave 2 inches opening where we are going to turn it in from. All right, so my loves, I've gone ahead to run a stitch at exactly as I described, and then this is what we have. Did the same thing at this point. Now here I left an opening of 2 inches. Can you see? So this is where we're going to be turning our fabric from. So go ahead and give it a notch all around, and then using that 2 inches, we are going to pull it out. So you want to be careful, gradually do this, okay? So my loves, I've gone ahead to turn our blouse to the front, and this is what we have. So this is the strap, okay? This is what our strap looks like, and then this is what our main blouse looks like. Now that opening, we're just going to go ahead and fold it in properly like this, and then run a stitch on it, and you're good to go. And this is what our blouse is looking on the inside. Can you see what it looks like? Very, very good. So now this is what you're expected to have at this point. Now we're going to go ahead and keep the front part aside, and then work on the back piece as well. All right, so my loves, this is our center back, okay? This is what you should have, and then this is our side back. So what we're going to do is that we're going to pick one of the side front back and one of the center back and place it like this. Can you see what I did? Go ahead and then close it up using 1/2 of an inch or 1/4 of an inch. Do the same thing for this one. Do the same thing for the lining and bring it back. So my loves, I've gone ahead to join it, and this is what we have. This is the same thing. The opening I left for the front, I did the same thing. Okay, just exactly how we closed up the front pieces is how I did for the back pieces. So this is what it looks like, the one that I already did and ironed out. So this is what you're supposed to have. Now at this point I closed up where I turned it in from. Okay, just like what we did for the front, exactly what we did for the front. Okay, now the next thing, after turning and sewing your back pieces, we'll go ahead and attach our zipper. Okay, so I'll go ahead, attach our zipper on it, and then do the same thing for this one and bring it back. So my loves, I've gone ahead to attach our zipper at the back, and this is what it looks like. Okay, so this is what we have for our blouse. All right, now the next thing we're going to do is to close up using our basic bodice. So this is what the inside of the back looks like. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and pick up our front pieces and close it up using our body measurement. Please use the body measurement you're working with to close it up. All right, so my loves, I've gone ahead to close up our blouse, and this is the final result of what we have. All right, so if you have watched this video, this tutorial to this point, please do not forget to click on the subscribe button. Please do not forget to like, and please do not forget to share. Leave a comment so that this video can get to someone who might find it very, very helpful. And please do not forget to turn your notification bell so that you don't miss out on any tutorial that will be posting on the channel. So my loves, we have our online class now for the month of October, currently ongoing. Please do well to register. Send us a message on the number you're seeing for you to register. All right, and please my loves, remember, do not forget to go green. Do not litter your pieces. Do not litter your pieces around. Keep the environment clean. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.